Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about a slightly different topic, not just beauty related. The reason why I'm deciding to make this video is because I met with another fellow mum who showed her daughter one of the videos I had made about skin color. She said that that video you made was so important and the messaging was so important that I showed it to my daughter and she loved it. So that made me think, okay, that's great. I was able to reach out to somebody, I was able to inspire someone and help change their thinking. There's so much more actually that I'd love to share with you. So this video is about knowing who you are and appreciating the person you are. You know, owning your own looks, your own beauty, owning the person, your heart, your soul, the person that you are, and not trying to be somebody else. And I'll tell you why it's not, it's not a good idea to try and be like someone else when it's not you. So let me just start with a story. Okay, I'm going to start with a little girl who was brought up in UK. She was from an Indian Pakistani background. Her cousins around her were all very fair and different to how she was and her sister was. They were the darker of all their relations. They'd often get ridiculed when they'd go to these countries, India and Pakistan both, and their cousins' friends would come and say, "Oh, your cousins from England are coming." They'd be excited to meet us because they were thinking that we would be these fair girls, fair and beautiful girls. What they saw were average darker skinned girls, and they were a bit surprised. And I remember very clearly, okay, there were us, me. I remember my cousin almost looking a little embarrassed. And I remember the woman, the girl, she said these words: "Your cousins live in England. They can afford the best bleach creams if they want to look fairer. If they want to be fair, you should tell them that they should be using expensive creams or whatever they can do to make themselves fairer. Why are they so dark? Why do they look like that, And then my cousin started making these fairness creams for us, homemade remedies that these girls were doing. And we started using them because guess what? We felt crap. We didn't feel good about ourselves then. We actually hadn't thought about our color of skin as much, but because we were in that impressionable age now, we were like 13, 14 years old. I was 13, 14, my sister was 12. We were at that age where we started to now sort of notice beauty, girls who are pretty, how boys would look at girls, and all these feelings would be there. So it was really embarrassing to go on holiday and be almost ridiculed by these women or these girls who weren't, they weren't better than us. Neither were they actually fair, typical fair either. They were actually medium skin tone girls. So it was really confusing. Like, why would they say that? The problem still is that darker skinned girls do not believe that that skin tone is beautiful. They still equate beauty to fair skin. It's still happening today, and it's really, really wrong. The mentality is so wrong, and the mentality of the women in these countries are still really backward. Anyway, so I grew up with these insecurities. It started actually from a young age. It went away, then it came back again. But from that moment onwards, we were so insecure. We were so insecure. Then we made some friends. I made some friends, and then I made some friends who weren't really good for me. I realize that now. They were toxic. They weren't good for my self-esteem. What happened was that these girls, or this particular person, was much fairer than me. She was pretty as well. She had a great personality and she got a lot of attention. She made friends with me because I was, in her eyes, not as beautiful as her. So it's almost like I was someone that she could sort of like compare herself to constantly. So if she was, this is now at college age, if she was around boys, by default, she was the better looking one. I was friends with that type of girl. So you can imagine what that would have been doing to my self-esteem. And this is the problem, and this is a trap. So I became friends with her because I saw that she was beautiful, that she was pretty, she was smart, she was fair, and she wants to be my friend. Oh my God, I'm actually worthy. It was so messed up. My head was so messed up. And I realize this now. And this is where I want to talk to you mums. Be careful of friends like that who are befriending your daughters in order for them to feel good about themselves. Because what's going to happen is your daughter is going to, by default, feel worse about herself. She'll want to hang out with them because she wants to be like them. She's idolizing these girls because she wants to be like them. And what's happening is that she is forgetting herself. She's forgetting her the value that she actually has inside. She's forgetting the great person and the great heart she has because she's desperate to be seen. So be careful of that. I, as a mother of teen children, I have teen boys and I have a girl. She's 10 years old. Now, today's 10-year-old girls are starting to become a little bit more aware of themselves, of their friends. They start idolizing people. You know, it's starting at a slightly earlier age. So I have been always talking to my daughter and understanding who her friends are. And the minute I see her start idolizing any of her friends, because it's like as if she wants to be like them, she sees them as great, I stop it right there and I talk to her and I remind her that she is amazing herself and that they should also be lucky to be her friend, because she's different to them and there's nothing wrong with people being different from each other. If you are true to yourself, you will attract the right type of friends, the friends who value you, who value your daughter. It's really, really, really detrimental if a girl grows up through her adolescent years with the wrong crowd, because what will happen is in her adult life, she will start attracting the wrong type of people who don't get her. She will be confused. She won't even know who she is. She will doubt herself. She will doubt her abilities. She will doubt her beauty. She will be insecure. She will make friends with the wrong people. She may even meet the wrong guys because she's thinking, I've got to be like that girl in order for me to get that guy. So her ideals will be completely messed up. What she should be thinking when she gets older is that I don't need all these typical guys who go out for all these, these girls who have this certain look or whatever. I don't need them because that's not me. I need to find someone who appreciates my mind, my heart, my soul, and my own beauty. I want someone who wants me. I don't want someone who wants to have that Kylie Jenner kind of look, because guess what? They're always going to be, if I try to be that person and I somehow get them, they will always want to be with that type of girl anyway. So you're actually going to be attracting the wrong person. And then also with friends. You want friends to value you for the person you are. You could be funny, you could be smart, you could be so talented. And some of you may be hiding that because you're trying to fit in to these girls who you are idolizing. And you may not even realize that you're actually idolizing them, but you are. If the minute you start changing yourself to fit into a certain crowd, you are already idolizing someone else. And you are forgetting the person who you are. So there's two things. There's the color of skin issue, and there's also that whole self-esteem and how that can link onto your insecurities, and then how that can then link onto you making bad choices about yourself and in your life later on. So moms of girls, what I want you to do is to somehow make sure that your daughter understands how special she is and to embrace her uniqueness. She needs to love the person she is. She needs to love her unique features, her unique self, her personality, her goals in life, her talents. She needs to understand how that makes her unique, how that makes her special, and how that's going to attract the right type of friends and the right type of guy in the future. She needs to be true to herself, and she should not change for anybody. She should only if that change is a good change and it helps and benefits other people. Maybe like turning from a self-centered girl into a more caring girl. That kind of change is a good change. Or, she starts doing a little bit more charity because she realizes the value of life, and giving. That's a good change. But do not ever change yourself to be like someone that you are idolizing, because guess what? As you get older, you will realize that that person that you were idolizing was all wrong. And along the way, because of that, you have made some bad decisions and you're not in a great place. We all learn from our lessons, of course, but we can also try and avoid a little bit of the mistakes and the heartache that we will go through. And as mums, I will try my best to protect my daughter from these false ideals and make her understand that life is not about fixating on beauty. Life is about improving oneself and doing good for other people. We are here on this earth not just to look beautiful and be like, hey, look at me everyone. No, that is a bonus. That is a bonus, the way we look, okay? But that's got nothing to do with happiness. I want you all to understand that you have your own beauty and you have something inside you that makes you special. So own it, embrace it, love yourself, okay? If you find that by doing that, you start, seeing your friends disappear or people disappear or whatever because you are understanding that you are great and you don't need to be like them, then guess what's going to happen? the toxic people will disappear from your life, and who will remain or who will find you are the good people that will help you enjoy life more. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's not a makeup video, but as a beauty coach and as a mom, especially as a woman, and as someone who's gone through a really difficult time to get to a place I am today, I've learned from my mistakes, and I want to help you, and I want to help people avoid those mistakes as well. Last thing I want to say, your color of skin makes you unique. Your beauty makes you unique. Your heart makes you unique. Your mind makes you unique. Remember that. Because you are unique, you will attract the right person who appreciates and values you. Okay? Do not try to go out there and attract everybody or try and be everybody's friend, because you can't. Love yourself more and do good.